wasn't expecting to be seeing this far up, but I'll try to move closer. I wasn't going to, well, actually, I was supposed to do my show with Ryan tonight, but there was some issues with the server. So anyway, it's been over a year. No, a little less than a year, just because it's still October, since I've done a Halloween look, and I've been wanting to. So, and I'm going to try something new today. I'm going to try and put my mirror near my phone. I don't want to do, I like being super close up to my mirror. I guess maybe that'll work. So we're going to do some, I don't know, fixing this up, working it out type of thing. I already did my brows because I was just going to do some regular makeup. So let's see how this goes. I haven't been feeling the greatest, so, and don't mind if I'm like halfway off the screen, and also if I don't see your comment, because if I'm focusing on something, then it's hard for me to see. So without further ado, I'm going to do, aw, thanks. I've just not been feeling it. I'm just displaced a bit. So I'm going to do the mouth thing because that's like my favorite thing to do. So I don't have a ruler though. I originally did have a ruler last year and the ruler's gone. So I'm like, well, I'm blank. I did have pink lipstick on today. That's pretty much what I do all the time. So I'm hoping the pink doesn't bleed through because I did take it off with, so you know what, let me try one more time with the micellar water. Because when you go in with the white for the teeth, yeah, any color on your lips, it bleeds through. Even that little bit. So, all right. Let's see how this goes. Oh, if we're going to do a Halloween look. Because I was like, I'm not doing nothing in my hair. This weather's depressing. So, it just, yeah, like, I don't give a fuck. That's my motto right now. It depends. Most of the time, like, depending on what you use, they just don't bleed together. If you were using like some sort of liquid or something like that, just like I said, the pink though comes through. So I didn't get anything set up at all here. I had a friggin' day today. Work was good. Work's always good. And then I was like, oh, unless if you haven't seen any of my stories or posts or anything, then you don't know. Oh. But yeah, so I like leave work and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go home and like eat some food or whatever. And my one tire was low before I had to go get my truck inspected. And if you hadn't seen that story, and then, hello. So anyway, that day I had gotten like Fix-A-Flat and I put it in it and everything. And the past couple of days I noticed it like getting low. So I filled it up the other day and I was like, okay, we're okay. And then today I got out of work and I'm like, that looks really friggin' low. So then I went to put air in it. And then right when I was putting the cap on, yeah, right at the metal on the cap. So like, what the frig, man? So I'm sitting there and it's like blowing. It told me error on the air machine, which I had to pay $1.25 for, which is a fucking pain in the ass. So I'm like, what the hell's error mean? And then I went to put the cap back on and it's like spraying me with air. So I go put the cap on. I'm like, maybe it'll stop it. And I thought maybe it was the pin in the middle, but the pin wasn't screwed up. So then I like put the cap back on and I felt around the cap, and then there was air like profusely shooting out of it. So it's not like I could have waited till tomorrow, because like my tire was already on like 14 psi, and I'm like, oh great. So then I'm like, oh, I'll go to this used tire place, and they're closed because it's like 3:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday. And I'm like, like literally, like I didn't get paid much. Like I don't get paid much, and I don't have a friggin' $1 million to be fixing my friggin' stupid ass, dumbass tire. So needless to say, I called one place and they're like, oh, we can't take you now because we're closing soon. We close at like 4 o'clock. And then I called this other place, which was up by the mall, and they were like, yeah, we could take it. And I was like, okay, that's cool, because then at least I can like do something instead of sitting around. So it was like 20 bucks, which is fine. Is it $20 I had to spend on like dumb bullshit? No, but I guess your tire's not dumb bullshit. Another thing I will say, as far as talking goes, when I'm doing this, I'm not going to really be talking. I can't talk when I'm doing it. So I don't know. I was thinking of something last night, because usually before I go to bed, I was thinking of maybe doing something like exaggerated. Like last year I did kind of more of a squared off, like seeing the back teeth thing, but I think I want to try and do like a super exaggerated, like up to here and then down. So I guess I'm always going to have some sort of thing here, or can I go this side? Ooh, I can maybe kind of bring it in, like work with my cheeks. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So I like, ooh, son of a bitch. I like to use this silver. I've seen people use like a light brown. I don't have that light of a brown, so I just use the silver. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, and this is screwed up too, because I noticed this is like jacked up and needs to be sewn back on. So if my top moves around, that's what we're going to have. So yeah, so let's go. Everything. Yeah, pretty much like regular makeup, except like this that I'm going to use for the teeth is a Wet n Wild, like a Halloween makeup thing. I don't know if it's dried out or not. I haven't used it since last year. So, but yeah, pretty much everything else is just regular, just general makeup. So nothing super fancy. And it's, most of it's cheap stuff too. Like this is a NYX pencil. I actually got this for free with my CVS extra bucks. Sorry, my nose keeps itching like in here. Am I gonna get a fight? Let's fight. But I got it for free with my CVS extra bucks. So I think these are like $5 normally. So all right, let's see. So I'm gonna do, I want the exaggerated lips. So I gotta start the top of the lip like up here. Because if I were to start it down here, the bow, then the bottom, like this part of your lip, would be too low. So, all right, so I'm gonna start at this old pimple here that I got going on. So I'm gonna just kind of go right down the middle of my face. And you know what I should do, just to mark it? Okay, the teeth are usually here. Here would be the lip. Yeah, teeth, lip. So on my chin, that's where the lip should end. All right, let's go here. I wish I had the ruler, but... So since I don't have the ruler to like mark each area, I'm just going to start one side and then do the other side. Okay, and then I want to swoop down. And then it's like a really exaggerated handlebar mustache. So I think you could see it, yeah. Okay, so now I have to, oh, I forgot to put my other light on. I turned it off because the block that I plug it into overheats and I didn't want it to turn off. And then there was light. Good, now I can see the side. I was like, why can't I see the other side of my face? Okay, so since this is light and silver, I need to eyeball it, so. And then exaggerate it up to, I'm doing this one really light just in case I screw it up and it doesn't match the other side. Okay, so this side actually does like a nice, I like this side better because it does a nice smooth swoop up. So I'm going to do that a little bit darker. And then I'll do this. And it just needs to be a little fatter here. And I broke the tip. Son of a bitch. It's okay. Okay. So now I'm going to take this Q-tip because you see how I made a double line there? God, I hate being like, I saw some friggin' post today that there's like a solar eclipse or some shit coming, and that's why if you feel a little fucked up, that might be why. Well, maybe. Okay. I know. I do believe in those things, though, because I really do think that, I mean, obviously, we're all made of energy and we're all made of matter. So that doesn't look right. I think this is more important than the underside. Like, okay. It looks like I have a strange skinny silver mustache. Oh, I thought it was all gone. All right. I was going to use this the other day and then I was like, if this is all gone, okay. Should I connect from here and go to, oh, that looks so small. Well, okay, I already kind of did it. It's going to do the same thing. Nope. Okay. And then it's hard when you have, because you have an indent here. That seems about right. Okay. All right, let's go. So this, it seems like it's going to be a smaller mouth than usual, which I don't like, but because of the shape, there really isn't anything I could do to change that, so that's okay. It's such a headache. I got those shots and they help, but okay. All right, that's the outside of the mouth, so it just doesn't seem big enough. Maybe it's just me. All right, let's do, let's just do the teeth. So I like to do the teeth with the cream powder, and then I use, hello, little hair. Is this the one I cleaned off? There's brown on there. I don't think, oh, this is the one I cleaned off. I used this little Urban Decay brush, and there was like brown on it, but I cleaned it off, so. All right, so let's see. Oh, this is still good. It's creamy. It's not like nasty. Oh, there still was brown on there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rub it around in here because it's still kind of transferred a little brown on there. And then I'm going to wipe it on the paper towel so then it'll clean it off a little bit. All right, let's see. Okay, yeah, looks a little better. I don't. I'm just winging it like I usually do. So I'm just doing one of those big mouth things that I like to do. All right, so I'm going to start here. Let's start a little higher. So the two teeth in the middle just go right where mine do at the bow. The pink is bleeding through. I got as much off as I needed to, or I could. Thank you. I know it's like kind of, you know, when people say, what's your little specialty or whatever? That's what I like to do the best. Let's do like cartoonish big front teeth. Like oversized. Like a bunny. I look like a little bunny. Okay, let's see. I didn't want to do this because I've been feeling kind of icky and blah. But that's so funny. But I was like, I need to feel better and maybe it'll make me feel better. I don't know what Tarman is, Daniel. You can send it to me. The bunny version. Okay. And now here, I'm going to follow the mouth. And that's probably about where it's going to end. So I just kind of do little dots because I'm going to fill it in anyway. Oh. Okay. I may have, I don't know. I saw so many movies. Who did I explain? Oh, my one client today, a younger girl, she was saying about some movie. And I'm like, I have seen so many movies. I don't even remember anymore. Maybe tonight I'll watch that movie I was talking about yesterday. Was it Terrifier 2 or something? These are too low. Looks too low. Oh, maybe because of this guy. And I don't know. I saw two in real life friends, make a post because they watch a lot of horror movies. And they both said it was really good. So, okay, you know what I'm going to do that I don't usually do, but because I'm just trying to like practice. No, I think that's good. You know what? Because I usually draw in the black anyway. All right. So we got the top. I tried watching Soylent Green one time, but I don't know. There's some movies I don't like to watch by myself. I was like, oh, it seemed cool, but. So the top I like to do pressing down and dragging down, and the bottom, the opposite. I do the same thing, and it still gives me that little edge. My grandpa has no idea that I'm doing this, so when I come out of my room, I hope I don't scare him. You know what? This one might be fun to not do the teeth all the way, because that looks kind of cool right there, like just these guys here. I think that would be a good idea. And that'll help keep with the mouth shape, because if I drag it out too far, yeah. It's all about balance. Yay! That was actually pretty quick, so I'm happy about that. Okay, so I think that my idea, I don't know. Oh no, I hate when I do this and then I'm probably gonna mess it up. Hold on. I just need the smoke and a drink of water. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What color do I want to do the mouth? I did a green color last year. I know. I think maybe I'll keep it like a normal lip color. I'm just trying to think. Pink. What have I got in here? I've done glitter. I've done pink. What about not that guy? I think that one looks pretty good. All right, let's see how that works. It's a very sheer color. That is not going to work. I don't know, something of the sort. Oh, I was thinking, I don't know. I really don't know. It's more of a smile thing, not. Let me look. Where's my big old bag of lip stuff? Ooh. What about this? I like this color in any way. Let's do some sort of like dark, gothy skeleton face. Let's go for it. All right, should I use this guy or I think I have another brush. It's like ASMR to myself and to you. Nope. This one may work. All right, let's try this. So I'm gonna just go on here. And this is a Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon. What color are you? Oh, Drive the Future. Is that what I'm gonna do? Well, let's see if it covers the silver too, because that's important. That is questionable. I'm not doing any decorating or cleaning. Okay. I'm not liking how this is not covering up the silver, but in the screen it looks like it is, so I'll take it. All right, so I'm gonna go and just line the edge for now, and then I'll work on the inside. So I'm just gonna keep taking a little bit, because I'd love to kind of, I wonder. I just don't want to screw it up. That does cover better though. I got a little bit of a point. Let's roll with it. Okay. Okay. This side is more difficult because it's hard for me to see when I look that way. But I think that is pretty good. Let's go here. And I want to try and create that dip because I have that indentation there. Okay. Oh, I screwed you up. That's why I didn't put any foundation on too, because if it gets screwed up, I could just go in with like the micellar water and then clean it up. So I think this was a good choice for the color, so that's exciting. What was I doing? Okay, so let's get a Q-tip and clean up that outer edge. I couldn't put music on because I'm using my phone because the computer's like resolution isn't as good. You dick! That's better. Now you get to see how I am usually when nobody's watching. I'm like cursing at the products. I want to find a skinnier brush. I know I have one. I'll just use this eyebrow brush. It's already got dark brown on it, which isn't going to be a bad thing, but I'll clean it up. Okay. I don't think I'm going to do, sometimes I'll do a black line around the teeth, and I don't think I'm going to do that because this is already a dark lipstick. The last year when I did the one look, I didn't like it as much without the black line. I liked the more like cartoonish look. So I'm just getting this eyebrow brush and just getting quite a bit of product on it. And then let's go and start here. And if it gets down here, I'm not worried about it because like that's going to be the lips anyway. We're going to color that in. So I'm just going to stop that for now because I'm not sure where I'm going to do the lines like on the mouth. Okay, and then just follow this. And because your face has dents and stuff, it's not flat. It gets a little dent, but whatever. Like, you're human. I'm sure there's ways to avoid that, but it's okay. Wait till tomorrow when I post a picture with no makeup on and I have a big stain around my mouth. That's usually what happens. Okay, so they don't match. It's a little better. Okay. So So Grandpa's talking to a lot of people today. I hear him laughing. He's not yelling at the TV. He was before, and I was like, what the hell is he yelling at? But he yells at the people on Wheel of Fortune. I don't know why people on Wheel of Fortune buy vowels when, like, you don't need to. It pisses me off. Okay. Okay, so because of my lip, I'm going to have to put my head down to do the top. Okay. That connected so nice. I was thinking about, like, clown. I do love tedious things, so it's that's the thing too. Like when I need to relax, I just do my makeup. I've just been kind of like self-isolating right now, and I shouldn't. So I'm glad that I did this. And I'm glad that I have people in my life that encourage me to. So that's always nice. But anyway, I was thinking about this and clowns, right? So listen to this. The other day, I don't even remember what the heck day it was. Maybe Tuesday, something like that. I don't know. So anyway, my grandpa last Sunday had gotten into a car accident. Not bad, bad enough that it totaled his truck. So he's driving his rental over to the lot, the tow truck place, right? So we pull out of this one street, and I was gonna post a video, but literally I just got this guy like going and not coming. So I look over, because I'm in the passenger side, and I see this dude riding a pedal bike with a boombox strapped to the front, blasting music, because I had my window down, and a fucking clown wig on, right? And I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? So I'm like, Grandpa, I'm like, yo, look at that guy, right? And he got a huge laugh out of it. So anyway, I go to work, and this was like hours later, because I think we left about noon. And so maybe this was about like 4 o'clock, and he called me laughing because every other day he goes to my grandmother's grave. So she passed away 2 days after Christmas last year. And it's quite a bit away, this site. And it's not in town, like it's in another town. It's far. Like it's a pretty far drive. Like as far as maybe, I don't know, 15, 20-minute drive, something like that. He's like, I was leaving the grave and I saw that guy with the clown wig riding his bike. And I'm like, why was he all the way up there? It was the craziest thing. I was like, oh my God. I was like, that is like so random that this guy would be all the way up there riding his bicycle. I went out of the line, but okay. It was so wild. I was like, what is this guy doing? I think it's kind of cool that the silver isn't completely covered, just because, like, in the camera, it does give it a little dimension. As of right now, for now. Okay, so let's do this. Mine, what big lips you have. This needs to be brought down a little bit more. And then where's my Q-tip? The lady next door is going somewhere. She came home at 1:45 last night. And holy shit, she had her music like so fucking loud. I was like, yo. Whoever he's talking to is making him laugh. That's good. I was thinking the mouth was not big enough, and let me tell you, I was wrong. I'm glad. I'm glad that it turned out big. The bigger, the better. That's what she said. Okay, this one's going to be a little trickier, and I wore down that tip a bit. Yeah, it did. Okay, I think I'm going to have to go in. I'll try with this brush because I'm terrified that I'm going to get it on the teeth. So that will be no bueno. Okay, that's not going to work because it's already kind of going into the teeth there. Okay, let's get this brush again. I'm going to have to give him some sort of warning before I forget and walk into the room. I scare the hell out of the poor old man. I wish my grandma was here to see this. She was always so supportive of me. This side's higher than this side. You can see it already. Oh, I like how that turned out though. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, that looks so nice. Holy shit, that looks awesome. Oh! I'm gonna have to, oh, no, I thought it was almost gone. I was gonna say, I might have to get a new one of these. I just got this last year though. Okay, all right, that's good. What am I gonna do for my eyes? I like doing this and then like doing like regular makeup, so. Okay, let's get, oh, my deodorant's falling. All right, let's see here. I want to do something for the gums. I never really do gums. I don't want to do brown gums. Bright pink might not work. What the hell? I like these eyeliners, but I can't tell which color's which. Maybe that. So, well, it's already on my finger. There you go. Oh, my neck. together? They don't look bad. Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the gums. Usually I just do black, but I'm gonna get extravagant this year. We're gonna use this pink. This is a Colourpop, just a liquid liner. And you see how I get confused? Well, this one's pink, but the white and the black one both have like the same shit on them. All right. Nervous time. I don't want to touch the lipstick. And I also don't want to go in here because I do want to do black there. So I'm going to leave that open to do some black. I'm going to have to use my hand to get some of this out. La 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 la. Let's do a little. Yeah. Ew, I just got the weirdest feeling on my hand. It felt like my friggin' hand was bleeding. Like out of nowhere. So weird. It just got like cold and strange. And the reason why I chose this pink too is because if you notice when it's still doing that. I mean, I know I got this on my hand here, but it's like getting cold here. But if you see where it dries down a little darker than it initially goes on. You know what's funny here? You can't tell if that's a top tooth or a bottom tooth. I have a feeling he's going to yell for me. I told him earlier I was going to do my show. I didn't say which. I just said I got to do my show because I haven't been doing my stuff. And you're not going to get anywhere if you don't do it, so. To be honest, if it gets a little bit of like the lipstick in it, not a lot, just a little, I'm not mad at it. Because it kind of gives it a dingy look. Okay. I'm trying to get some of this out. It's like, it doesn't come out, so I got it all over. Thank you, Daniel. This is the longest part of it, to be honest. Like, the makeup part's not going to be too long. I probably won't go too crazy on, like, the eyes. But we'll see. Oh, you know what? I'm totally gonna do that. Just that black wing. Because what that does when I do that dark black wing and I isolate that, it makes my pupils look black. So I think that's going to be a good idea. Or not my pupils. Whatever the fuck your eye color thing is called. I can't think. Iris? The iris? Okay. I think that's good. I don't know if I want to do, to be honest, I don't know if I want to do black. I think that looks perfectly fine the way it is. I don't think I really need any black in between the teeth. I don't want to make it like too cartoony. So I think we'll stick with that. I got those shots in my neck and it's still sore, but the person who did it, I don't know like what her title is, but she said it could take like 2 times to really feel it. So, oh, here's the, okay, so let's see. I always do this first. I did put like concealer on my eyelids, so I hope this turns out good. And then I'll go in and then I'll do the foundation. So this is the NYX liner that I usually use. The, what is this one? Oh, that's the point with the slanted tip. Okay, so I'm going to start like I always do from here, the tip of my eye. So now I need to focus. Okay. Need to get a dot in there. I think that's a little higher than the other side. Yeah, just a little bit. Okay. I have that hooded eyelid that kind of comes down a little bit. All right, let's see. Connect this. Connect this. If I messed up on one side, I'm going to mess up on the other side just on purpose. I actually like how that looks. That little like doodad that happened, that's pretty cool. Okay. All right. This is a pain in the ass to color in with though, because like the color ends up being patchy, but I like using it to make the line. I think that's good. This side kind of comes in a little bit like this though, so I'm just gonna do a little teeny tiny. All right, that's gonna be okay. So instead of doing what I would do with that, because it ends up patchy and gross, I'm gonna get my Cremated palette and I'm gonna go right into this guy, which is Hearse. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna wet a brush. Which brush I'm going to use remains to be seen here. Let's see. Let me smoke. If I could find one like this. Oh, it's fun. It's one of my favoriteest things to do in the whole wide world. Okay, I can't find a brush that I want to use, so we're going to go a different route. We're going to use this. No, I never will. Technically, in a lot of aspects, I'm more of a grown-up than a lot of people that I know, but as far as enjoying life and the things that I do, I never ever will. I like cute things, I like fun, I like happiness, I like animals. Once you lose that, you become bitter with life, and it's so sad to see people, like, the light just drains out of their eyes when they let go. When you let go of all of those things that you wanted to be when you were a kid, because you just let life defeat you. It's super sad. I will say it is not easy to hold on to those things. It's not easy to hold on to hope and a little bit of like childlike wonder. It's not easy at all, but it's also not impossible. I'm speaking quietly because I don't want to fuck this up. I really like this right here, just on the very edge. And they're not. Definitely not. Okay, so I liked it on that edge, but if you notice, there's this blank space here. I don't like that. So I'm just going to shove this in here. And just go right up. Because I definitely want to stop here for now. I may go in with another liner, but I want to just color in that space. Then I have to relax my face, so then... Okay, that's okay. Yeah, see? Do you see what I mean? How, like, dark my pupils look? It's freaking great. Okay. Next side. I sound like Pennywise. There you go. Let's do... And I can't touch here. Right. La, 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 la. And I want to try and make these angles as even as possible, but I think I'm going to go in and just like blend it the teeniest bit. But getting them as even as possible definitely helps with the vision. Okay. And this is like, if you notice how it's pulling on my eyelid, because it's smooth, but it's not super smooth. So if I do it too hard, it won't work good. So I got to do like little strokes. But I'm telling you, it fills in a lot better than that liquid one does. And I could blend it, the liquid one. There's no fucking way you can blend that shit. Oh, I think I was talking about it before and then I stopped. Okay, we got an issue here. They do burn when I'm done. When I'm done, they do burn. Therefore, that is why I use these Lumify eye drops before I take my pictures. They get really red and they get burny, so yep. But those eye drops are friggin' amazing. All right, I usually don't pull on my skin, but because that's a fast track to like Wrinkle City. But I don't do it every day. I just want to make sure this is nice and filled. Okay. So this side seems a little higher and shorter than this side, if you notice that. So what do we do? What are we going to do about you, ho? We are going to just go this way. I'm going to fill that in like I did on the other side. Oh yeah. There's like so many variations of the wing that you can do. It's like crazy. I really like this one too because it's kind of Amy Winehouse territory, but like just short of it. Okay, so what I like to do once I get to this point, I like to extend this out just a smidge because I like to see like that C shape and then it come down into my eye to give it a different shape. So follow this. If I follow my brow, it'll go down that way. I could drag it down. This needs to go up a bit. I'm gonna tell you a secret. I almost scared myself. I saw my mouth in the other mirror over here, and I almost scared myself. Okay, that went out a little farther than I wanted it to. So, I'm gonna take this guy. It just has some concealer on it. It's the only thing about doing this that pisses me off. It takes like a lot to make it all right. So this is straight across and this kind of now goes up a bit. Okay, I'm a perfectionist, so yeah. But I think that's as good as we're gonna get right now. Okay, so that's good. We have that going. All right, let me just stretch my poor little neck here and see what else I was thinking. Where's my other little brush that I was like, no, I'm not going to use you because you have brown on you. This one might work. But it's not as good as the other one. Oh, found it. Okay. So the same thing I used to do the teeth, this little brush here. I'm just going to clean it off. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I did, oh gosh, how many years? I don't know, from when I was 16 till I was 27. And then it was like a casual thing. Like if I was out with friends or something like that. Okay, see what I meant about making that like connection there? And then when I was pregnant with my daughter, I didn't even like smoke casually. And then after that, it was just like, oh, if I was with a friend or it was easy to maybe grab a pack of smokes if I was having a bad day or something. And okay, this one's a little harder to do because of, I don't know if it's my eye shape or the way I can't bend my neck. But then ever since I had her, it always felt like I was like I swallowed a shit ton of glass after I even smoked like one or two. So then when she was about 2, I found the little vapes that looked like cigarettes, and then I started ordering them online. So I was pretty much, oh god. And then I'll never forget, Oh yeah, she was 1 or 2. 2. I always say 2. I forget things. I did talk to him about it, so that is something that we did speak about. I'm losing my train of thought. I was talking about smoking, and then that. Yeah, well, that's cool. Yeah, I was definitely talking to him about it. So we like didn't come up with anything like concrete at the moment. So the only thing that I have with that is, since he runs like really late, and my grandpa goes to bed early, that's the only thing where I'm like, I don't know how that is gonna be possible. So I was brainstorming, and I think I have an idea that I can. No! No, it's the truth. Like, I live with my grandpa. He's 89. Like, you guys know this if you're on my Twitter. But my room, like, his room is like right there. So, what I will probably do is maybe go into like one of the back rooms, but I have to make sure that I get internet service there, so I could then be able to like talk later on at night. So okay, so I'm going to take this here and just kind of diffuse that line. That's one thing if I drew it in. Oh yeah, that was last year. That was when I like kind of started getting back into doing like Halloween makeup after a couple of years. I just got bored. I was at home and just hanging out, and then I'm like, I'm gonna go pick up some wine, and I just went in makeup. Okay. Ow, you bitch. That's cool. Oh, I'm glad that everybody does. Yeah. Well, as soon as he lets me know when. I always have fun when I'm doing stuff like that. Like I said, I like doing fun things, or, you know, a lot of things that people wouldn't do normally. I'll be like, I can't believe you do the things that you do on like your stories or whatever. Like, I don't know. Life is short, man. Like, why not do something because you're afraid to do it, or you're afraid of what other people would say, you know? Like, listen, I've dealt with plenty in my life to now realize, oh, you son of a bitch! Broke my tip. I don't give a shit what people say. Because honestly, whatever people say, that's on them. You're not putting no words in my mouth. You're not putting any action to my actions. So, and also, hold on. Yeah, right? That would be like an episode of Sex Sent Me to the ER. But no, like, also people, it's like, people want to go ahead and say whatever, but like, I don't know, I don't, if people want to say shit, like, I don't see you out here doing the things that I do. Being silly and just like, you know, being yourself. So, okay, it's going to be hard for me to get this here. So I want to put a lighter color on my lid, so what I put here kind of pops. And I'm going over that black that got on there, and then slowly sliding it up here, and I'll blend that over there. only want it in this like particular area here. And if it gets up this way, that's okay. So it's okay if it's a little messy because it's gonna get, but if you see how it opens up that eye and it makes it like look a lot bigger. So I bring this to a little point. As I bring it to a point and then I fuck up the point. Ho, you're a ho, you're a ho. Okay. And that's the thing when you're a perfectionist too, it's just like, this is trial and error over the years. When I did go to cosmetology school, they do teach you a bit about makeup. You know, matching skin color, bone structure, stuff like that. But yeah, I have just, I don't know, it's been something I've always been into since I was a kid. I've always said to everybody, like, I pretty much am self-taught. I would recreate things that I've seen in magazines and stuff like that. So that is what I had done. If I could find that one brush that I had. Isn't that always what happens to me? Like, I'm like, oh, here we go. And then, like, one fucking thing just eludes my grasp. There you are. And what happened was it used to be a lot longer, but it got, like, smushed down. Okay. So I'm just going to go in and just blend that a little bit. Okay. Let's see what color I would put here. I want a brighter color, but I don't want too bright because we're kind of keeping with the goth type look here. I think my normal pink that I like would actually go with the lips. So by golly, that's what we're gonna do. All right, let me clean this off. Okay, so there's some blue on there, but it just stained it. So this is the, what is this? The Huda Rose Quartz palette. I'm going to go into this color here, which is Cherished. And then we're going to just put that right. And I'm just going to press it on because I really want it to show up. I think the pink will go really good with that mouth. Yep. And just dabbing it on. Yeah, that looks awesome. So that lighter color was there to lighten it up, and then this color can grab onto it. Okay, buddy, we hear you. A little bit more. Beautiful. Ooh, that's so pretty. So excited. Okay, let's go. What do I want to do? I'm going to take a brownish color from this palette. I'm going to go into Precious. I don't have a particular favorite. I don't have a particular, one of my clients asked me today. I think she asked me that too. Or just favorite movie in general. I don't know. It depends on the mood that I'm in. I will say some that I have like the best memories of. So the very first horror movie that I watched all the way through was Friday the 13th Part 1. And that was at a friend's sleepover party when I was 11 or 12? 12. And I closed my eyes the whole time, the very first time that it went through. And one of my friends, which actually I just did her makeup not too long ago, and I forgot to bring that up to her because she's the one that kind of got me into watching horror movies, because she was sitting there with me the whole time while I was covering my eyes at 12 years old. And she's like, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad, you know? And then, so we're, you know, watching it and stuff. And then at the end, after it was all over, I said to her, I was like, okay, it really wasn't that bad. So what she then did was, she was like, okay, then we'll put it on again. So we put it on the second time, and then the second time I watched it all the way through. So, and then one of my favorites after is, what was it? Was it USA or TBS? One of them used to, on Friday the 13th, they would play like every Friday the 13th movie in a row. And me and my best friend when I was younger, like, loved, for some reason, Friday the 13th part 7 with, oh, I'm sorry, I missed. I went back into this. Oh, I like being scared. I don't get scared much, so Gravedigger in the Cremated palette. So this sequel to which? Friday the 13th? I haven't seen all of them, I will say. I've seen some, and I just have some favorites. I will say I've seen part 3, because part 3 was released in 3D, and my best friend's mom's friends had it on VHS, and it was in 3D, and they had 3D glasses. So while they were all hanging out, we were sitting there watching it with 3D glasses. It was like one of the most awesome things ever. So that was cool. Yeah, it was the paper red and blue glasses. So yeah, but part 7 was one of my favorites. I don't know why, we just like loved that one. And one of my favorite parts of that one. Oh, okay. Cool. I forgot all about that. Part 7, my favorite part is in the very beginning, where he finds the 2 people in the tent, and then he pulls the girl out in the sleeping bag and he starts beating her against the tree. I don't know why we found that fucking hilarious, but we did. And we used to call it the beating on the bush series, or not series, I don't know what it was. We'd just be like, it's the one where he beats her on the bush. So it was funny. So it was so funny. We would just die laughing every time we saw that scene. And then, oh, the first horror movie that I saw in theaters, I was 13, and I saw Jason Goes to Hell. So it was the first horror movie that I saw, me and 2 of my friends. I think they did. If I'm not mistaken, I think they did. But my boss and I were talking about like Friday the 13th and stuff, and I guess he was more into like Nightmare on Elm Street. I always found Nightmare on Elm Street a little gross. But I was young too, so I was just like, I really wasn't into it. What other horror movies? Oh, you know what, when I was thinking of the other day, did anyone ever see the D. Snyder movie Strangeland that came out in like, was it like the late night? It was like 97 or 98. That's a freaky one. How'd it go on? There you go. I used to just watch them with my friends. I don't think I definitely know I never went to see a horror movie in theaters with the boy. So, did not. Yeah, it's pretty good. I remember when it came out and we were like, what the hell is that? Yeah, it's good. It's like whacked, so it's pretty fun. And at the time, it was kind of something, kind of think of, I don't know if it's like a House of a Thousand Corpses vibe. I mean, it has like a dated feel to it when you watch it now, only because of like, I think they're like on AIM or something like that. Like there's no cell phones and stuff, but it's I don't know, I think it's pretty good. I'm trying to think of another one. What the hell is the movie that I was talking about before and I was talking about yesterday? It's like Terrifier 2 or something like that? Oh yeah, definitely. It's for real 20 years old. I heard it on the radio and they said people were getting sick and throwing up and passing out like watching this movie. And I'm like, I want to see if I throw up or pass out watching this scary movie. So I've seen my friends comment that it was pretty good. Just going and lining this a little bit more. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the foundation. Yeah, there's apparently a clown. Because I was talking about it on Timeline yesterday. And then one of my mutuals, she had shared the trailer, which I didn't watch. I was like, I'll watch it in the morning. Oh, and then I was going to watch it when I was waiting for my truck to get done. And then I didn't. Okay. I think we're good on that. I just got a cramp in my leg. Okay, I'm gonna just go in real quick and just do like my brow bone and let's do this sparkly shit that I did the other day. I think that'll be fun. Let's do, okay, first I'm gonna take my trusty Jeffree Star in the, what the hell palette is this? The Orgy palette, Better Floor, because I love how this looks like this, and that's just how I like it. Just covering this blank space up with some color. Thank you. I appreciate it. I want to do some people's Halloween makeup. I shared freaking my pictures from last year on my work page, and I hadn't gotten anybody ask to do their makeup yet. But the only thing that sucks is a lot of times people wait till the last minute. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, I have a family, you know, like I can't just be like, oh yes, I will totally do your makeup on such and such a day that you request at the last second, you know, because what if I have something planned? If I don't have something planned, of course I'm not going to turn down work. I really like those little lines that were accidental. I don't think I'm going to put any more underneath my eyes. I think keeping this all open. Yeah. So, right now, like I did do makeup today, on a friend of mine. And so she just wanted natural makeup. And then I do like skincare, microneedling, stuff like that. So I'm an esthetician, and then I do makeup, and then I did some updos today too. So I did like some space buns on my friend's niece's hair for homecoming. So yeah, this is literally my job, and I would love to do like stuff like this every day. I do love doing what I do like overall too, you know, because I love making people feel good about themselves and love, yeah, and like love what their skin looks like and love, you know, themselves again, which, you know, and then even the conversations that we have. Oh, I'm gonna drink this Capri Sun thing. I hate fruit punch, but I got these for free and I have to try them and review them. So let's see if it's gonna make me want to fucking yak. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not Hawaiian punch making me want to throw up. But yeah, just making people feel great about themselves, and even just talking and taking their time out of their day and coming to talk, and it's really nice. I really like what I do. I like what I do a lot. I don't have a bad day at work. I love my boss. Like, this is what I wanted to do my whole life. So I'm doing it. And it takes time. And this takes time. And doing these videos takes time. And getting recognized for things takes time. But all good things take time. And all worthwhile things take time. So, you know, that's just how it goes. That's how life works. And things don't just happen overnight. And things don't just magically appear for people. You have to work for it. So that's what I'm doing. And that's why I said I was feeling kind of down and stuff, and like I'm just like, you know what, you just gotta do it. So I'm gonna do my mascara, so then that's out of the way. This is the same mascara I always use. If you don't watch, it's the Ever Whiplash mascara. So I go on and I just always do the slightest coat just to kind of get it on my lashes. And I always do my mascara before my foundation because I go like this, and then I don't want to put a crease in my foundation. So, and I like to get all the way to the root of my lashes. And then we're going to go ahead and go here. Okay, so we got the first coat. And then we'll go into the second. And then here I'll kind of just put it on and then roll it and bring it up. I tried putting fake lashes on like last week and it went terribly. And the reason why is because I don't know, it just doesn't work for me. Some people could just pop them right on and it's fine. But to be honest, like, especially now, if the lashes don't look like this, like, why do I need fake lashes when my mascara literally looks like fake eyelashes? I put my mascara on well enough that it looks like I have fake eyelashes on, so there's no need. I've only been practicing putting mascara on since I was like 5 years old. My left side is good. Okay. This damn neck. I need a new head. Okay. All right, so let's do, now it gets a little tricky when you got to go around these spots. So I'm going to use the, I did touch this one a little bit, but, and I get, literally I do touch, like that eyelid under here, I do touch it with the mascara because that's, if you don't, then you're going to have negative space, and I don't like negative space. All right, I'm going to do, this is the L'Oreal Eye Cream and Concealer. It's the N1 to 2. Same concealer I've been using. I don't know how long. Months, I know that. All right, and then I want to go around that little bit that I did there. If I have to go over it again, then I will. And I'm going to use this Beauty Blender foundation, which is super, super opaque. And it covers like super good, but it's weird that it covers so good, but it's literally lighter than my skin color. And when I used it, the day of homecoming at my kid's school, and I felt like a mannequin. I was like, my face looks so weird. I look like a mannequin. But you know what? That's going to be perfect for this. And then right here, I'm just going in. This is the Bravon Diamond Eyes Brightening Powder. This stuff, I've seen them go all the way under the eyes with it, which is a good idea. For me, I like putting it just in the little indentations that I have here right after my concealer, and just let it sit there, and then I go over it with the powder so it reflects the light underneath. So those lines, and these lines get darker in the winter for me, which I hate, and I feel like everybody could see it, and then they're like, oh, look at you, tired ass. Like, yeah, I don't sleep that good because I'm in pain all the time. All right, let's start from the bottom, and I'm gonna have to try and use the sponge because I like the effect from the sponge. I don't want to have to go in with a brush. So I'm just going to do this little bit here, and I'm going to just kind of go right around the mouth. So I'm going to be quiet because I need to focus, because if I mess up that line on my mouth, I'm going to be pissed. How am I going to make it ASMR? If I don't talk? See how that color is just like perfect for this? Ah! The foundation agreed. It got really excited and shot out. Oh, talk quiet. Oh. It's nearly impossible. Yes. Stupid pimples. Bitch asses. But you see how that cover's like so good? It's like my face doesn't exist. It's insane. I've never had a foundation that does that. Like, I've seen people use foundations that do that, but I've never had one that does it. And then when I have that, I do know what I'm doing. I used to draw a lot too as a kid, so. Okay. Okay, I need a little bit more. And this is hard because this is a big sponge too. Like, I have littler sponges, but this one is the one that blends better than all the other ones. Oh my god, that's so fucking awesome. I didn't even notice. I knew it was going to take me about 2 hours. So we're about an hour and a half now. Good. All right. Whew. All right, that was the easy part. Now the hard part. How am I going to do this in here? And I want to do my forehead last because, like I said, it creases. So I'm just going to brush off the excess of this. All right. I'm going to have to go in with the brush. I'm going to use this one that I was using before. Let me get whatever other like conceal. See, look at it's so old. Why? And all the bristles came out before, so I bit it. I'll just do it again. Make sure it does it. There, it's not going anywhere. See? Ta-da! All right, let's see. I'm gonna use this, and we're gonna go for the hardest part first. And you gotta make sure, I always tell everybody in all my videos, get in your nostrils. I usually do it with the Beauty Blender, but I don't want to touch those lips. Okay, here we go. I believe you, because like I said, this is what I do to relax. So even doing it myself is calming to myself. So I get it. The finish when you use a brush is a little different than the Beauty Blender. So I'm trying to match the finish by strokes just around the mouth, but I'm gonna just bring it up here so then I can use the Beauty Blender. Okay, that's pretty okay. See, and then the angle of my hand, I can't do it this way, so I'm going to have to come down. And then my eyes are fucked up, so. I thought I fucked that up. Okay, now I could go up. And then out. I think we got it. Okay, let's see. I'm going to just try and lightly get any brush strokes, maybe just blend it up a bit. What I can get. Yay! Okay, I'm going to use what I have on my hand here. And we're just going to go right down my nose, between the brows. You want to make sure you get in the little crack of your nose. Okay. And then I don't get more color and put it under my eyes because I don't want it to like crease and get like weird on me. So I just use whatever's on the Beauty Blender and go over where I did the not the foundation, the concealer and that powder. I don't think I missed any spots. It looks, although I think right here could just use a teeny bit more where the pores are. I'm just going to take it on the little tip again. So right in here. Thank you. Yeah, I think it just needed a little more coverage right there. Kind of right where I used between the, where I blended it up with the brush. Okay. Forehead time. And then just be careful around the brows. I'm going to use a little more. I'm using a little more than I usually would on my forehead because I usually don't want the lines to show up, but I really want that coverage. I could try. How would I talk to people? Would I be like, okay, I will definitely think about making an ASMR video when I'm doing this. I have to do my brows a little bit again. That's okay, Daniel. Thank you for coming back. You know I appreciate you. All right, where's that? No, where's that pencil I used for my brows before? That's brown. That's shimmery. Hello, light brown pencil. I'm gonna have to just fix my teeth and then I'm gonna do some highlight and blush and then we'll be good to go. This one. When I turn my neck this way, like, it's like I get like a spasm and then it doesn't, it like jerks and then I fuck up my makeup and it pisses me off. Made them a little more pointy. I think that looks good. I think I need to darken that just a teeny bit. So we're gonna get this guy again. And just stamp it. That one got screwed up. There, I just extended it a little bit. Oh, I did want to do a little bit of like contouring, so let's go with that. This, I'm not gonna do anything to my nose. I don't want to contour my nose. I want to leave it kind of like plasticky. But I want to make sure that this looks exaggerated. There. Maybe a little more there. My neck is really starting to hurt too, so. This is a way, way darker color than it usually is on my skin because of this. I don't know. I really don't know. I'll have to think about it. Sometimes I think about it after I take photos. Oh yeah, let's do that. Really bring it here. Yeah. Fuck you, neck. My fucking God. Oh, if you don't have neck pain, you are so fucking lucky. I don't want to say what it makes you want to do because it's on YouTube and then they'll like shut me up, but it makes you want to do things to yourself. Ooh, I like the exaggerated jawline. And then I'm going to go over that with powder because this is kind of orangey and I didn't realize it what we got. Just want to sharpen that. Okay. Yeah, every fucking day, dude. All day, every day. So I try to do things. That's why I love doing like fun things and stuff too, because it just, yeah. It's just, and this weather doesn't make it better. Once it starts getting cooler out, it's just like disgusting. But that's why I said I got the injections. So fingers crossed. I mean, they were working for a little bit. I'm going to do this one. This is from the Breakfast Club palette. So I'm going to use this darker one. Just called the Breakfast Club. Even if it's a little orangey, like it's not too big of a deal because, like, to be honest, this is a fantasy thing. So, like, doesn't have to match your skin. That just looks fucking wild right there, though. That angle, that. It is. I will say it's not one of my favorite John Hughes movies, so it's, like, it is a classic, but to me it's just okay. If I'm allowed to say that. Okay, I didn't do my brow bone, so I'm gonna do what I did the other day, just like for normal everyday I did. I'm gonna go into this color here, Lovestone, and I'm gonna just dab it right on my brow bone here. This is like a sticky, strange, I don't know what the hell it actually is, but this, and then putting this Moon Magic color over it is just freaking phenomenal. And I'm going to get it into my brows too, because this is what we're going to do for this lady. We're going to get wild. We're going to get wild. We're going to get wild tonight. Rock it tonight. Oh yeah. Na 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 na. Oh yeah. And from here, it doesn't really look like. Pretty in Pink or 16 Candles. I can't decide because I don't decide on things like that. Like I said, I'm terrible at picking favorites. I may say 16 Candles only because I've seen that one more, but I do like, yeah, definitely Summer People. But Pretty in Pink was a favorite of mine since I was a little kid. Okay, so I'm using the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Shimmerista highlighter. It's going to be kind of like that color. And I'm not going to go here like you normally would with the mouth, but I'm just going to go a little on the angle. So it is like a cheekbone type of thing, but it's still kind of normal. I'm trying to think what to do for blush. I think I'm just going to have to do it right here. I know, right? It's going to be like, oh. Okay, blush. I'm going to do what I did one time last year and what I've been doing for a little bit, the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. We're going to use Bubblegum because we got the pink on the eyes, and I'm only going to use the tip of this brush because I want to just kind of get it right here. So what I'm going to do, this is like a brush from Ever Cosmetics. They're the same ones that make the mascara I like, so I'm just going to dig it right in there. And then we're just going to go like right like this. I'm going to have to smile. Half smile. I want to get it like a diffused circle. If I went in with a harsher brush, it wouldn't come out like it does. See? This just makes such a pretty little diffusion. Oh, it's good. That's so good. See, how can I do ASMR on it when I'm so excited? Oh my god, it's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna go in and fix the teeth, and then we're done. I can't just like not smoke my vape while we're doing this, so. Okay. Thank you. I hadn't seen that. I'll have to look it up. Yeah, I know that he did that. Okay, everybody, I think we are done. I don't think there's anything else that I need to do, anything that I forgot. I think we're pretty good on... Oh, I almost fell. No. Okay. Cool. I'm excited. One thing that I hate is that when I take photos of myself after, when my hair's up, I look like I have a giant head. Although it might help in this instance with this makeup. Okay, guys, I am going to go. I'm going to put my eye drops in. He did do Uncle Buck too, and I love Uncle Buck. I'm going to put my eye drops in, and take some pictures. But I thank you all for being here for this whole time. I know. I don't need to be hurt any more than I already am. So I appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for, you know, coming along on my little journey here and chatting and stuff like that. And also I appreciate anybody who watches the replay. So thank you all for your support. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna go see what my grandpa says and take my pictures. So I will see you all soon. And oh, don't make me cry. Don't make me cry because I can't ruin this makeup now. So all right, I will see you all very soon. Good night.